What's up, everybody? I am Nicole Lerner, and you are now tuned into what I think I just finally decided on. Just started watching anime.
As far as like having somebody to have your back, like I mean,
You
Shorty
need a
knocked
Misa
off two
Misa?
guys. I need a Misa Misa. I need a Misa Misa.
No, you fucking didn't.
The
I
live
did.
action,
I did. It
What
was
did
an
I tell you not to
accident.
do?
It was
Cut
an
it, we're done.
accident.
Cut it, we're done. Wait.
We will be continuing anime with Cole without her. This is ridiculous. Could you imagine Cole just walking down the street, January 12th, April 6th, tomorrow?
my man L was literally like, all right, it's bread, it's turkey, it's cheese. It might be a sandwich, but it might not be a sandwich. And my nigga was like,
What's up, everybody? I am Nicole Lerner, and you are now tuned into what I think I just finally decided on. Just started watching anime. Now, that might change in the future because after I watch more anime, I won't have just started watching anime. But for now, it's just started watching anime because that's what I'm doing. And, you know, I'm out here on the YouTubes and whatnot talking about it with my friends because that's the way you get the information to stick. Now, oh, no pun
Oh,
intended. No
wow.
pun intended.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah,
go.
yeah. Yeah. So, wait, did I say my name? I don't know.
I
But
don't
if I
know.
didn't say my name is Nicole Lerner, also known as Anime Cole when I'm on the anime tip. And I have my homie Nisho Soul, I have K Franks, and I have the homie Stick Braxton with me. And we gonna be over here talking about Death Note, but before we get into all that, I like to let everybody talk about what they got going on. So we gonna go in the order of my screen, which is Nisho, K, then Stick. So in that order, if y'all could let everybody know what y'all got going on.
Well, alrighty then. For those who may or may not be familiar with the pairing of Nick's voice and my voice, we are part of the Console Podcast together. Go subscribe, Get the merch. We got merch now.
I
Other
don't
than
have it
that,
on me though.
dang it, like this would have been the perfect plug. Like this would have been the perfect plug. Nah, but for real, Nick and I finally launched the website for the Console Podcast, and it has been long overdue. Like Kate and Stick were pretty much there in the beginning when we didn't have a goddamn website. We were just trapping it out, and now we finally got like merch running up. So definitely, y'all able to go support as Nick conveniently comes back with a piece of our Console merchandise. You
Wave your
can
flag, proud brothers and sisters.
wave your
oh my
plugged in
god.
flag proud. Let's go. It's
Oh
still part of my
god.
plug. God damn it. Like, Jesus. Get some plugged in merch so you can do shit like that, please. Support a humble black owned podcast. But
I'm gonna make a Colin Soul flag, okay?
cut the shit from front of video. We don't need to give them that idea. Don't need to give them that idea. But what I got personally going on, I've been promoting a lot of the videos I've been doing online. I got a couple closed sessions of some of my songs. Prepping for a few virtual shows, and that's pretty much it. I'm prepping some big shit. I'm not finished with it yet, so I'm waiting till I get there.
Hey.
Really, I'm gonna let them all know what I got going on.
Yes.
Just keep your eyes on Twitch and YouTube. More ha ha ha.
Yes, and that crew neck look fly, my good sir. So fly, love it.
You know, I'm being intentional about it. You know what I mean? So
Hey,
shirt says
we love to
intentional,
see
but shout out to my Mosaic Souls Art family. They got me this dope pullover. This is very comfortable.
Shout out to them. Okay, what you got going on, friend?
Uh, you know, I'm just living my life like it's golden. You know,
Hey,
it's
Nice.
Let's go.
golden, man.
like the gold around your neck.
Gold- That's right. Like the gold around my neck. I got as far as like just working on shit, I got like a song I'm pushing out. Uh, I haven't decided when I want to drop it, but yeah, I'm coming out with a song. So that's about it.
That's what's up. We love to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Stick, what you got going on, friend? You got a lot going on.
That's not true.
Boy.
That's not true. I mean, the biggest thing, obviously, is I started a new podcast myself. Um, Clueless Vino. It's about a guy who is me, searching for new wines to try, man. I've been on this wine journey for like 2 or 3 years now because I used to never drink wine, and now I do used to drink it every weekend. But now I'm trying to invite guests on, man. Try to highlight people, doing amazing things in the field of work in their community, while getting drunk at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. So
That's what's up.
yeah, feel free to look at it on Spotify, Google Podcast, also on YouTube.
Yo, that was a level up. Yo, I was psyched because I was like watching your the Clueless Vino on the Clueless Vino on YouTube, and then I was like, I was at work and I couldn't watch the video, so I was like, dang, I wish I could watch it on Spotify. And then you posted it was on Spotify, so I was like,
Stick might learn a thing or two from his plugged
I
in
could,
days. You know what I
you
mean?
know, shit.
Little something.
Like,
You
know what
know,
I mean?
I can't not mention that also the podcast is named Clueless Vino. And I'm infamously known in some circles as
Yeah,
Cold Clueless.
yeah, that is true. That is that is
Damn.
true.
you know.
Look at me, copyright infringement already.
Oh
You
boy.
It's like nah. But
Go get it, Tom.
as far as what's going on with me though, the podcast that Nisho just talked to y'all about, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just put up something here to remind y'all. And
Post that. Just-
I'm still dropping the POV videos. I got a little sidetracked with some other projects, but hopefully, if not this Monday coming up, the next Monday, whenever this video drop, will line up and it will be out. So just on a Monday, just check the YouTube world and see if I drop the next POV video. And might have some music stuff in the works, but I don't know. Y'all know how that goes. It just depends on my mood and whatnot. So
So basically, we'll see it in about 3 months.
yeah, about 3 years. One of those.
Oh my
I said-
God, Nick. Really?
I said months, but that's okay.
Jesus.
Give or take.
Give or take. What the fuck you mean?
But yeah, that's it. And with that said, now we can get and talk to the Death Note talk. We can get into the Death Note.
Wow.
Talk.
We can
Wow.
get into the death note.
I just want everybody to take note real quick. I came very prepared. Let y'all, I came very
Hey.
prepared.
Oh,
You know, I'm here to cake for my boy because I didn't like the energy that everybody was bringing recently.
I'm here to cake for my
okay.
boy.
Yeah, I get-
Oh, you,
I didn't like that. I didn't like that energy. Mm-mm.
But L was my favorite character though. I just
I
felt
can't-
like
I
he
can't
made
tell
a
it.
dumb decision.
I can't tell it. So
It's kind of like how I love Kobe, right? But then, when my man's was messing up on the floor, I wasn't afraid to say like, "Oh, Kobe's messing up." You know what I'm saying? Like, still my fave.
whatever.
Didn't think things through.
Whatever. Who wants to do the recap of the show, the overall show?
Well, Nick,
It should be Nick because she's the one who watched it for the first
so I
time.
watched Death Note for the first time. Title card here.
Right.
I, Nicole Lerner, watched Death Note for the first time. And I really liked it. It was a good anime. Towards the end, the writing kind of disappointed me. I feel like the storyline. But like for the most part, compared to the last one I watched, it was really good. And so, recap, how to not give out too many spoilers, even though if you
We'll
haven't
end
watched
up
it
for
yet, spoilers,
we're gonna
so,
cross that test.
turn this off and go watch the show and then come back. You know what I'm saying? But like, so it's about this kid. He comes across this notebook, right? And then so the notebook, it kills people. So like, he starts writing names in the Jane, start killing people, and he has his test subjects and whatnot. And then Ryuk, who's my other favorite character, he come in, he be like, I mean, you don't have to write names in the book, but you can. Actually, he came and did that before he started writing names in the book. My bad, getting all mixed up. But he was like, you can either leave it and let somebody else pick it up, or you can start using it. Do your thing though. I'm just here. Do your thing, whatever. And then so this man light started going, crazy. At night after night, he like man, killing these people like a dumbass. And then so of course the police is like, chin scratching like me and Stick here. And man's just like, something is going on over here, and then L is super smart. So L is like, Japan. It must be Japan. So then he goes to Japan.
It's gotta be them niggas.
It gotta be them niggas in Japan.
Gotta be them motherfuckers.
Nick,
He did more work than that, but he concluded that it was in Japan. So
It's Japan.
Gotta be them.
trying to get it out.
Yeah.
They go to
They
Japan,
always have to do shit.
and then so he what's the word? Not dwindle. Narrows it down to
he narrowed down. Yeah.
he narrowed it down to like Yagami. And then so he was like, it gotta be this dude, but I'm not sure. Like when you go to the store and you like, I think that shirt gonna fit, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna fit, but I don't think I'm gonna get it because it kind of look a little slim. But then you get it and you like, dang. Yeah, that was the thing. But he never got to that point because he died. So imagine going through that with the shirt, but you never get to wear it because you die. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much. And then so
Life lesson to learn, bro.
sorry, my humor could get a little dark sometimes. I'm sorry, y'all. But so yeah, where was I? Yeah, L died, and you know what I'm
now
saying?
L's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, L
L's
died,
dead,
and then
halfway
so
point.
they did a poor job at trying to following that up. I feel like, and then the show ended. Pretty much, that's the recap.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. I see the conversation we're on tonight. Cool.
Yeah, I see where we're gonna go here.
I see what type of time we on.
Yeah,
And you
that's
can,
fine.
I
That's
got
fine.
some feelings towards the end, So
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I think, to be fair,
no,
that's the general consensus with the show.
really, note that
Yeah,
I
a lot
actually
of people.
love. I love the final episode, but everything
Mhm.
else in between, like maybe like episode 20 and the final episode, is like a little
Okay,
rough.
okay, I can see why. All right, I can see why with that logic.
Or whatever episode L dies.
Oh my god. Almost
Get
fell.
ready.
Don't die.
You say you almost failed?
I almost fell in my house.
I'm sorry.
We're the anime crew. God damn, I can't do the disclaimer voice.
I'm sorry. I was paying attention.
And it would have been on camera too. That's the worst part.
Oh.
We just saw him drop out of the shot.
Bruh, I'm telling you.
What happened?
I'm okay.
Oh no.
Oh no, it'd be like the SpongeBob dude. My leg.
Okay.
Uh,
Now you
good.
could die.
I'm starting to sweat already from laughter.
I agree with Code of like the writing kind of like died down.
Mm.
I don't know if that was because like because I went online like researched it like after I guess episode 12 or
Mm.
13 like when L died, that's when like the original animator, I guess the show, I might be fucking that up, but he wanted it to end right there, but
Mm.
it's like the money, like it was like nah, cuz we gonna need you to keep writing.
That would make sense. That kind of sounds like, what's that show I used to watch with the castles and the dragons and a Daenerys and it's coming to me, Jon Snow.
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones. Yes, they definitely Game of Thrones. Actually, they came before Game of Thrones. So Game of Thrones pulled a Death Note. You know, they just the last few episodes, it was just like, all right, let's finish this out. All right. Now,
That is a. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Nick.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say real quickly. It speaks to a lot of anime that are similar like that. It'll be like it'll have that uptick period of when the writing's like really superb and immaculate, but then something happens, derail, and then you like it's just hard to decipher at that point. You know what I mean? So it's like it's a lot of factors, like Stick was saying, like it's a lot of different factors that could be going into how the whole fucking anime ends. Like you can go completely away from the original, or stick to it and not be good, but it's a lot of deviants.
It was the second one that you just said,
Yeah.
but it didn't go completely bad though. So, but it's just like I feel like they could have rethought it. But before we get to the, talk about the end of the anime, gotta ask my favorite question. Even though I kind of know, but we gotta let the people know. Who was everybody's favorite character or characters and why? Who wants to go first? I'll go first.
Yeah, but you want to start?
I cannot with Nick.
You told us early, but you can go ahead and just elaborate.
Who wants to go first as I go first?
I'm also say my least favorite character.
That's cool too. We'll do both. We'll do both.
All right. So my favorite characters were L and Ryuk. Number one, L, just because he's a smart little quiet little introverted dude, and he just like be in fetal position through the whole show and just be figuring shit out. And he's actually really cool at the end of the day, and he gave L what he did, Light what he deserved. He was putting the pressure on him. I feel like he really wanted to put them paws. Actually, he did put them paws on him.
Yeah.
So that makes you like L a lot more. He was it was nice to see him, like the battling of the minds, and in the end somehow like outsmarted him, but it is what it is. And Ryuk just cool, bro. My man he dropped a book into earth because he was bored. Like that sounds like some shit I would do if I was stuck in a gray place and I was bored. Like
Jesus.
And it wasn't even his book. He took somebody else's book and was like,
I dropped the other book because I burned the other one. Jesus, bro. Like
bro just wanted to fuck some shit up.
He just wanted to fuck some shit up. And the whole time he's like, oh, that's a good idea. Oh, that's a bad idea. Like my man is just commenting in the background, eating apples. And I dig, because that's what I like to do. I like to be in the background, chilling. Reminds me of Nicole back in high school, where I used to kind of make jokes under my breath, and then the people around me would laugh and I wouldn't get in trouble. And it just, it just is
I was
what
a
it
witness
is.
to this, so
It's just, I love it. I love a troublemaker that, you can't see him, just in the background. And then my least favorite character, we have Light Yagami. Why? Because that nigga's just mad annoying. He's just a brat that had a superpower with a book, and he went overboard. Like, I understand your mission, my good sir, but you lost me when you was like, I'm gonna be the new god. And I was like, wait, now hold up.
From episode 1,
That's what I'm saying. It was episode 1. Like he lost you on the first episode.
And that's how we executed heel turn right. That's a damn good heel turn.
I was like, good. It was like good idea, and then he just ended the episode. I'm gonna be the new guy. It's like, well, dang, dude, now I can't root for you.
Like what? Like exactly.
Like who in their right mind still gonna be going? Yeah, Light. Yeah, no, bro, like
I was like,
no,
yeah,
sir,
and then
ma'am.
the volume of it, like my man's was just like knocking them off like 50 dudes a night, and I was like, dog, that's not smart.
That is so
be doing
dirty.
like 50 dudes
God.
a week or fit pause. You need to be.
Hey yo.
This is the best episode already. Let's go.
I just want to know, like,
Man, he's knocking off 50 motherfuckers in one night.
But how did he lose you at saying he was God, but nobody had any problems with him, like manipulating anybody, killing people the whole time, and just being no remorse? The nigga was just yep.
No, that was his other favorable trait. Manipulating women, just tricking people, making people go commit suicide. Oh no, that was his other good trait. Yeah.
What? That was a good trait.
Good trait?
What the hell?
Time out. Wait, what? You said it was his good trait.
Yeah, that's called sarcasm.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I ain't forget you.
Oh yeah, okay, all right, yeah. I feel it.
That's called sarcasm. The funny thing about Light too is though is that a lot of people, as it's widely recognized, is that Light is the protagonist because we follow his story more than anybody else's. We're following him.
Yeah.
We're not following L. So L is technically the antagonist of the story by normal tropes. But don't get it twisted. L is the villain in this story. Big villain.
Yeah. I mean, he's going after the main character, but we just I well not we
It's
I hate
just
L. I mean, like keep getting the L's mixed up, but I don't like Light just because like I said, he's a little bratty little kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, dog, you were tripping. Like, you could have slowed down. Scattered the deaths throughout the world instead of just nah, bro, you didn't want to do that. And then, like I said, the God thing, you lost me at the God thing. Like, you can't be God, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't. That's why you died. that's, that's karma for that ass.
sweet call.
You got smited. You thought it was Ryuk, but nah, it really was the power of God.
Nah, that's a hell of a metaphor. Dude.
You got smited.
You got.
I mean, Ryuk is a god. He's a death god.
Yeah, I was about to say, everybody got a death.
So, but yeah, those are my two favorite characters and my least favorite characters. What you guys got going on?
I guess I'll just go. My favorite character, I don't know the name, I ain't gonna hold it, but like, Light's girlfriend,
Misa.
Misa, fucking Misa.
Oh God.
The ride or die of all ride or die.
Nephew, no,
Yo.
hold on. Nephew, hold on.
Yo, you gotta
Sorry.
look, hear me out, because I'm gonna go to my least favorite. It's gonna make more sense. She literally had the power to kill a guy. She killed two of them niggas. She killed two of them motherfuckers by simply being her. All right. Now, I don't know like the measurements of power. All I'm saying is if I had a female who had the power to kill two guys off, like it was just
Wait,
going about her day.
Kill two gods.
Yo, because the first death god, died because he wanted to protect her because he was like super obsessed with her. So he gave his life for her.
Rim.
Nah, that was the second one.
The first one.
Second, right?
The
Yeah,
first
she was the second one. Yeah, that's
That
what I'm
was-
saying.
That's why she has that so much life jump. Because the one first one gave up his life for her, and now she's like 100. She can live like 100 years old or whatever.
I must
got
have
two
fell
bodies.
asleep on that. Like I don't remember that part at all. So Rim was the second death god.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then
Oh,
it
shit.
was the normal short one who was just like obsessed with her, and he was just like, "Yo, you about to get stabbed and die. I'm gonna protect you, but if I do, I'm definitely gonna die. But fuck it, you bad as shit. I'm ready to go." Like that was just like, how do you have that much power to do that shit? And like, I like how she like stayed by Light's side, like no matter what. It was sad because she was definitely getting manipulated the whole time, and it was like, damn. But at the same time, it's like, as far as like having somebody to have your back, like, I mean,
You
Shorty
need a
knocked
Misa
off
Misa?
two guys. I need a Misa Misa. I need a Misa Misa. I'm just putting it out there. Putting it out
He's
there.
like,
Putting it out
I need
there.
This
a
is like
girl
my God.
love for me.
Okay. Who's your least favorite character?
The least favorite character was Red. She was a cock blocker. She was a
Oh
cock
my
blocker.
god.
Wait a
She was
minute.
a cock
The
blocker.
death god.
Yeah, the one that she
Shinigami.
got murdered. Yeah, she was a cock blocker. And I say this because every time my man Light, he had a plan. He was like, yo, it's gonna put her life in jeopardy. Shorty was like, no, you not. You not about to do that to her. No, you not. But it's like, yo, you just should have told her that you was in love with her. You over there holding your feelings and shit. And now, you putting her life in jeopardy. You need to tell Misa Misa how you feel because obviously you want the Misa Misa cheeks. Like, stop playing. But the whole time, every time my man Light was about to put her life in danger, she was like, Light, you can't do this. I will murder you. I will kill you. And then at the final end of her, my man Light, played the chess move. He was like, all right, what you gonna do, Rim? You wanna protect her? If you protect her, you gonna die. Gone. Problem solved. No more Ren. Ha ha. And then Ren died. Like I I was so happy when she died. It was just like, finally, finally.
Excuse me.
Misa Misa forever. Misa Misa for president.
We'll say Misa forever. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ.
Well, that was very interesting.
Yeah.
I did not see that coming, to be fair.
Straight up, I didn't either.
But Misa was a ride or die, so I gotta give you, hey,
Trying to tell you.
she wasn't playing no
Trying to tell-
games. She would have got hit by a train for like.
Blind
What I'm saying
Anyway.
is
Ooh,
whatever
Nisha,
Misa Misa had, it had to be torched. It had to be fired.
Mm,
It had to be fired.
mm.
It had
Wow.
two guys. Come on. Come on.
Two guys got to.
And she ended
I'm
up
back.
living in the end, so
We should talk about that later. Just remind me of that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Let me write that down.
Oh god, she gonna lose that paper.
No,
Nisha,
right.
I'll do mine. After
yeah, go ahead.
No, I'm saying I'll do
Alright.
mine after yours.
Oh, me? Okay. So we've already talked about a lot of the characters, so I just wanted to give like some shine to some other characters. I was a big fan of Mello,
Okay.
right? And let me tell you why. Because although both Nier and Mello are really smart, Nier's clearly the smarter one of the two, right?
Mm-hmm.
But Nier's really, he has the more nuances of L, right? Like the candy thing, the standing on your feet thing. He got that. Mello was willing to do whatever, whenever. Kidnap the president? Yes. Kidnap the police dude's daughter? Yep. Kidnap the lady to try to make sure that her has to do it? Yep. I'll do anything. Anything. Take acid to the face? Sure. But explosives? Yep. Don't care. I'll do all that. Mello was about whatever. If it wasn't for Mello, they never would have solved the case. So I want to give that man some credit. Mello, even though he went out in the end, he held it down. Now, Mello sucks because he sent his boy out there for a distraction and got him shot up like a goddamn Swiss cheese. But sacrifices have to be made.
I mean, it's an anime.
Yeah.
It is an anime without sacrifices.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody had to go. That boy was on like 1.5 episodes,
Shit.
died after the first second.
He said somebody had to go.
Somebody had to go, man. I mean, shout out to Matt. He was great in his 1.5 episodes, man. You feel me? And my least favorite character is Misa.
I wonder why, Stick.
She is by far the most annoying character in this show. Oh, she's so high pitched. She has all this energy. She thinks she's a super celebrity. Oh my God. And the stupidity. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know she's getting manipulated. I do. I get that she's getting tricked. Light is a good charmer. He had all types of bitches. But that's not the point, man. The point is,
All types
The
of
point
bitches.
is-
No, man, I had all time.
she was presented with the evidence. He is cheating on you with this other broad. And she kept following him. It was the most annoying. It's like annoying. Annoying.
Annoying.
I ain't gonna hold you. I feel kind of attacked. You coming for my female. Like, I just wanted to put it out there. I do feel attacked.
I feel you. I understand. I'm actually looking at your square as I'm saying this. That's the crazy thing.
Christ, I gotta name mine. Damn it.
Damn it.
Oh my God. See, I should have known what this would have evolved into. All right, two favorites. I was really going through it as y'all were explaining, and I definitely see your reason behind L. I mean, it's L. Come on. But I want to say Naomi, Misa, I believe.
Oh yeah, nice.
Only for the fact that she was like the first straight up reveal, like saying, "Hey, guess what? I'm Kira." Like, what? Like that for me, that was like the twist in the show that kind of elevated it for me. But I was like, you just straight up told her you're Kira, and then literally made her like, I'm like, bro, that's savage as fuck. But yeah, Naomi, plot device, beautiful. And then Soichiro. Like I thought,
the detectives, right? He's one of the detectives, right?
Yeah, he's Light's father.
Oh,
and I think for me, like I was saying, like the police. Yeah, like I didn't see at first like the whole thing of him like, oh, you know, I'm trying to be a prude dad. You shouldn't be getting involved in grown folk and all this other shit. And then in the very last second before he died, like he's literally using the Shinigami eyes. I'm like, that's fucking crazy. That is so dope. And then he saw his son, like he literally saw Light didn't have any lifespan shit above his head. He's like, oh wait, no, my son's kid. No, I'm like,
no, he didn't. He saw the numbers. That was the
thing.
Yeah.
Right.
That was his way of thinking that it wasn't him. Yeah.
All right. But that was insane. I'm like, he really used Shinigami eyes right before he died. That's wild.
You're not a Kira. Don't in shame. That scene pissed me off too. I was like,
that did because
he's a sicko.
Exactly.
Light is a sicko, man.
It's sick. I think is he my least favorite though? I'm trying to think. Is my least favorite? Yeah, he's up there. My least favorite.
Light is.
Yeah, because I mean, protagonist turned out to be the antagonist the whole time. I mean, it's a beautiful setup. Now, I can't be all the way mad at Light only for the fact that like his cat and mouse chase with L is like one of the most revered stories in anime, like as a whole. And I'm like, whoo, you can't have good without the crazy, twisted, demented school kids. So, yeah.
I can dig that. I can dig all of y'all points of view. For real. I feel like for Stick, a lot of the reasons why you don't like Misa, it's a lot of reasons why I wasn't feeling food. So, you know.
It always comes back to Samurai.
It comes back to Samurai.
I don't know why.
As it should, for the people who know I fuck with it anyway.
It all goes back there. I feel like every anime, since I mean that was the first one I watched in entirety, so I feel like most things that I watch, I'm gonna somehow relate back to Samurai Champloo. So, you know,
you never forget your first.
Oh my god!
No, why? It was too easy. Why?
Hey man, that was a layup, bro. Come on, man. Y'all.
Literally.
But let's transition. What if question? Death Note falls and you see it. You picking it up and you using it?
Okay.
Nah, man. I don't have that in me for real. Like I'm a person like I don't even like guns. Like I've held like 3 guns in my lifetime, and each time I was like, get this out of my hand. I don't want it because it's just like I just don't like that feeling of being able to take someone's life. I'm a softie. I'm a big old bag of fluff. So, you know, I don't have that in me. Now, if you want to see me with these hands, we'll think about it. It depends on what it's about. But anything more than that, I don't want no problems. I don't want no problems at all.
Smoke.
Yeah, so I couldn't do it. Yeah, I also try to make the deaf god take it back because I wouldn't want anybody else to get it. So I'd be like, no, you take that book back. Take it back where it came from.
He might write your name in messing with him like that.
Hey, I'm just like, let me do this one thing before you do that. I just want to eat
keep talking.
one pizza and one cheesecake before I die. It's like, and a
He
real ice
probably make
cream
you eat.
cone.
He probably make you choke on it just to be a dick.
That's fine,
Oh my
bro.
god.
That's fine. As
Oh man.
long as I get to experience that before I go, I'd be good. It's been so long. Or real mac and cheese. I don't care. It's been such a long time. I'll take it. I'll take either one. What about y'all? Y'all
Sacrifice.
using the Death Note?
Yeah, let's ask our most interesting character so far. Kay, what you doing?
Um, I'm definitely picking it up. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm definitely picking it up. And hold on, cause I thought about this, and
Okay,
you need to understand the reasoning. Okay,
okay.
so we all watched the show, and there was a point where what light did, like, it kind of helped the world in a
Hmm.
way, because it was like crime went down, there were no
Yep.
wars, and it kind of reminded me of this movie, The Watchmen, where
Hmm.
the scene, like, where Doctor Metropolis essentially gets like the whole world turned on him, and like, yo, we gotta off this guy, Doctor Metropolis. He's just too powerful. We
Right.
gotta come together and we gotta kill this guy. So it's like, for
Okay.
me, like, I probably wouldn't take it upon myself to be like God, like, fuck that shit. It's just like, for me, I'd be like creating an entity or something, or at least like expose it to the world that it's like, yeah, it's something out here mythological that's often groups of niggas, and
Mm.
we gotta you know do something about it. Kind of create like a Akira, but like not me in a way. So
Yeah.
in like Light's way, it was like, yeah, I want y'all niggas to know that Kira is the one. He's the guy. If you
Mm.
disobey his laws, you getting punished. But for me, it just be like this random entity that you would just have to fear, and hopefully, like, the world would come together to try and find this entity or fight it. And essentially, I would just try to create peace with it, and you know, also, get some money with it too, because it's like, fuck it, I got the death note. What?
Yeah.
Why not?
Might as well.
Yeah, might as well make some threats and some and shit. Be like, hey man, I'm gonna need this $1 million. I'm gonna need a couple of million wired to this account, in Panama. Don't worry about
Burn
who it's
some
going
money to
to.
my Doge account, yeah.
He
I
said,
need them
"Don't
Doge
Yeah,
worry about
coins.
it."
some of those going.
He
Like,
said,
don't
"Don't
worry
worry
about,
about it."
don't worry
It's
about
like
the commanders.
it's like, sir, we can't wire that. Oh man, it's crazy. My pen is just itching to write a name down. It's nuts.
Oh,
Send
that
me
and the death
13
note.
billion
Like,
bitcoins
for
at
the
12
check and the
p.m.
death note. Let's get it. Like, that is gold. That is amazing.
I
Oh
feel you.
man.
I feel you.
Nisha, what about you,
Uh,
man?
Weighing it out, honestly wouldn't. I I don't. I mean, to see the extremes Light went through for his ideal of peace versus like what else was somebody with more of a rationale mind. Like, I mean, he's in high school, he's a genius, whatever. That's not really
Mm.
measuring anime, but like, if an elderly person, like somebody older, had the book, or like somebody younger, they're clearly not gonna know what to do with it. Like, I'm just looking at it in a conventional sense of like, all right, if I
What
was
if they
any
were
other
like
age other
Martin
than me,
Luther
would I
King,
have
though?
picked it up my damn self? If I'm old, hell no. If I'm young, like, okay, ooh, I'm drawing this shit and fuck around and write her name. Nah. Like, yeah, I wouldn't do it. I'm just seeing the ramifications, like, everybody who could pick up that shit when they do with it. I'm like, nah. Like,
Mm. All right. Guess I'll be the guy. So listen. Honestly, you have to think of like the different factors, bro.
You said you'd have to think of different factors.
Yeah. So let's think about it. First of all, we all have bad days, right? What if one day we run into like a really bad day? I'm talking like the worst day possible. The book falls into our hands. We could say that we wouldn't pick it up and use it, but we just had like the worst days possible, bro. There's a
That's
chance that we
fair.
would pick it up and use it, right?
Like, oh boy,
So
in
there's,
the movie I ended up watching.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing.
Movie.
What kind of films are you watching?
No, I ended up
Wait.
watching that bullshit ass Netflix movie.
No, you fucking didn't.
The
I
live
did.
action?
I did. It
What
was
did
an
I tell you
Wait.
not to
accident.
do?
It was
Cut
an
it. Never mind.
accident.
Cut it. We're done. Wait.
We will be continuing anime with Cole without her. This is ridiculous.
It was no. It
Fuck.
came on after like the final episode was playing, right?
Mhm.
And then it came on. By that time, like when you be in bed, you don't feel like moving. So I'm like
Mhm.
in my bed, and it came on. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna watch it, and I watched it, and it was bad.
Stick face. Stick face. It's the
Who's the
shame of
mistake?
it all.
And blame it
What's the
on
name?
Netflix. They shouldn't put that on right after the anime. It wasn't my fault.
Anyway, uh, then I had two other things. But other thing is, what if I picked it up and I started offering people that I know were like just bad people? Like, what if like all of a sudden everybody that was in the KKK just dropped dead? Like I'm just saying, I'm not saying that I would do it. I'm just saying, what if it happened, right? Who's the villain? I look like a hero. Anywho, the other thing I need to know is, what is limbo? I can't go to heaven. I can't go to hell. What is limbo like? Is it a nice quiet place for me to collect my thoughts and write some bars? I can do that.
These are valid points being made. I'm like, shit.
Do I get to talk to everybody else in limbo? Is it just one collective limbo, or is limbo just by myself? I don't know. If I get the answer to these questions, hey, and I'll take the shit and got me eyes too. Half it up, baby. I'm rocking.
He's willing to take the
What if
half
you get the
death shine gone.
Shinigami eyes and then you realize you have like 2 days left to live?
Hey, listen,
Okay.
listen. I'm becoming the I'm writing. I'm writing. I'm doing all types of research. I'm doing all types of research. Let's see who is here. He did something crazy. He don't even sound right. Getting him out of here.
That's
All at the
another
same
good
time.
question. Would y'all take the Shinigami eyes? Well, you said you already would, Stick.
Listen, if I'm gonna go full on with it, yeah.
You gonna go all
But
out.
here's the thing. Now that you know that you can kind of calculate, like mess around with people, like Misa, and get like some extra life into you. Oh, I start manipulating people, manipulating the guys to give up the shit for me, and just keep adding lies.
Just be nice. Like, oh, you want these apples? I'll give you these apples. More apples.
Poison that shit like I'm Cinderella bitch.
You can't poison Shinigamis, though.
How do we know?
Not true.
You don't know. You gotta test it, man. That's all.
Nisho, okay, y'all taking them Shinigami eyes, cutting off half your lifespan.
As fun as it would be to see everybody's life count, I'm good. Nah.
And you see everybody's real name, so can't
Yeah.
nobody lie to you.
Ooh, I didn't even think of it. Ooh, okay, I might reconsider. Hold on. See their lifespan and their first last name. That actually changed the shit. Cause like you really like Nick, that's a valid point. You wouldn't be able to tell if somebody lies in certain situations. Like,
Yeah, like what if you meet a girl, right? And she's like, "Oh, my name is this," and then you find out she's lying.
that's why I'm kind of reconsidering it right now.
Well, hold on, because hold
Out
on
of
now,
days.
because that's the only like time you would use it, unless like somebody's just like lying to you about their name on the daily. Like, other than that, it's just like, why? Like.
Hey, listen, Kay, I don't make the rules, bro. So I mean, if that's what I gotta use it for, that's what I gotta use it for. I don't understand.
It's it all half my life. Cool.
That's what I'm gonna use it for.
Okay.
Yeah, that's gonna be a no go for me. Like, everybody who, if I had it, like, is already like, I already know their names. Like, it would probably be like people companies. Everything's
Allegedly.
already out there. Allegedly, allegedly.
But then, boy, you about that FBI right on this podcast.
Yo, it's a what if scenario. So it's like, you're already there. What do I need to sort my life? Yo, and plus, what if like I get the shit and like Cole said, it's like I die in 2 days. Like I'm just gonna have to take most of the world with me. Like, yo, like it's gonna be like a whole million or 100,000 niggas dropping in a day. It's like, how did these niggas die?
These counter arguments.
Yeah. Now I don't think I'm taking the eyes at all, cause like I like to live my life in oblivion. You know, I'm an ignorance is bliss kind of girl. So if you ain't honest with me about your name, then that's cool. Just stay away from me, and we can be all peachy keen. I also don't want to know when people gonna die, cause I probably tell you.
Jeez.
Oh my god.
I'm like, yo, my nigga. So I know your real name ain't Steven, your real name is Carl, and nigga, you finna die on January 6th on 2031. Get prepared, bro.
You know what's crazy though? You could probably be a mean like fortune teller then. You can make mad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now I think
Mad
about it.
She about to take the She about to take the us.
You know what? And honestly, I wouldn't even do it for the cash. I just do it for the free food and trips. Like, cause people would fly me out. Like Oprah would fly me out to be like, I could stay on her magical orchid.
Magical orchid, all right.
Her magical vineyard.
Her magical orchid. Jesus, man.
Magical orchid. All right.
Hey, look, man,
Oprah's
I struggled in English class. Leave me alone. But anyway. But yeah, nah. So if I had to take the Death Note and then they gave me the option of the Shinigami eyes, I think I would take the eyes just so I can tell niggas their future. Yeah. I think I would. Because why not at that point? Like, I don't remember reading a rule in the Death Note about like telling people. So
Yeah, I don't think it's on there. Could you imagine Cole just walking down the street? January 12th. April 6th. Tomorrow.
Get your will ready. Next week.
It's like literally.
I probably have a lottery for that shit. I have niggas submit their names and be like, every Sunday night at 8 p.m. I'm announcing lucky winner's gonna know when you die.
She's a lucky winner. How is that winning?
Why are we doing politics right now?
I'm like, number 42. Guess what?
Guess what?
June 18th, 2022.
Like, get everything out now.
Don't be like L playing that shit out, bro, because you might die.
Okay, now that let's get back to that. All right, just to catch everybody up on the cast.
Christ,
It was said by two people on this podcast that L made a mistake, and the mistake was apparently that he didn't create a will. Now, I would like those two people to explain how that is his mistake. What mistake did he make?
Well,
Don't be shy now, guys. It's okay.
I'm sorry. Who are the two
Like-
people?
Chat blew up. Like, I don't know what happened.
Who
Who
are
you
the two people? I don't know who.
Oh, Oh, you don't recall?
I don't.
I mean, we never see.
I don't remember. Like I'm here in the Zoom chat. Everything is blank up here. If it was me, I want to know. But if
you were definitely one of them. Yes.
Oh shit!
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, he did fuck up. But Cole, I'm gonna let you.
I'm gonna have to, talk about this on my own, huh? Okay. All right.
She
I
All
can
right.
I can come
says,
through with the backup,
Okay.
but
Thought you
gonna
were my
hit you with the
friend.
ad libs.
I
I'll
thought
let
you
you
were my
take the
friend.
lead. You take the lead.
All right, Joe. Okay. So here's where I'm at with that, right? Okay. So you knew that there was like an 89% chance that this man was cured. So in my head, and apparently he comes from this large operation of just smart motherfuckers, right? So why in the end you were like this close with I don't want to mispronounce his name. It's uh
Watanabe.
Watanabe.
Watanabe. Yep.
So like y'all were this close. So I feel like if that was me in this situation, and I was like, yo, I think this dude is definitely cured, and I think, I already done put the pause on, man. Like, I got like, hey, if he is cured, I'm finna be out. And you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, look, this is who I want to succeed me. Succeed me? Succeed me? Succeed. This is who I want to come after me. I struggle with words, y'all. It's okay. Everybody does. You know. Hey, learning is fundamental. And then but yeah, so I'm like, I want this dude to follow after me. I want y'all to do this, this, that, and the third. Like, why didn't that pop in his head? I mean, I understand that he was so involved with the case and he was so caught up in it, and there was a lot of shit going on. But it's like I would have at least sent a little note to the old dude, and I know that the old dude got killed too. But like, he could have sent the note to the old dude. The old dude could have sent the note to the orphanage program, whatever that weird little shit they had. Kids next door operation that they had going on for all the smart kids. And it's like, you know, just put that in motion. So, because they were all like, oh, who's gonna succeed?
Well, I'm confused. I'm confused. That is what happened, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what happened. They were like, who's gonna come after
No,
L?
but it was clearly gonna be Near and Mellow.
Yeah, but he didn't decide specifically. Like, and then you cause this whole. I mean, I get it. The writing, they needed the story to extend, but it's like you caused this unnecessary like battle between brother or orphanage kids. Like, when I feel like it was unnecessary to do that. But you could have still had the head head to head like thing if you would have
Mm.
just had L pick one to follow him up, you know? And the other one could have
Well,
just been angry and be like, I wanted to be the next L, yada, 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 yada. And then, go about it that way. Like, I don't know. But I don't mean to take that personally out on L after watching the whole thing, because I said that before I watched the whole thing.
mm.
After I watched the whole thing, I attribute that to the poor writing of the last few episodes, if anything. So I'm not gonna call L dumb for not writing planning his post death. But I'm gonna say
Mm.
the writing that followed for L's death it just didn't make sense for me personally. I'm just saying.
I I just want to add to that.
Mm.
Um, you know, I personally feel like it was poor writing, definitely poor writing, but it was also like a bad move on like L's character. Because at some point, he should have been like, I need to store this data on about this case somewhere else besides this big ass supercomputer that I have that this number one suspect has control to. It's just like you could have put the information somewhere else. And like Cole was saying, like, we could have had a different dynamic with Ella with here if, Elle had been like, yeah, it's definitely gonna be near because everyone knows it's everyone knows
Yeah.
it's near.
I
So it's
mean, they
like,
wrote him. They wrote L again. Like, that's
yeah,
all they
pretty
did.
pretty much.
They copy and
Pretty much.
pasted. um,
And it's like I know like the show was supposed to end at a certain point. But even if it was supposed to end, L's character, like just based off of who he is, should have known that he had the chance of losing, and like the way that he lost in the end, I didn't really like understand it because it was like he had a theory about this little note in the Death Note being a lie. He wanted to test it, and then Ren was basically like, "Yo, if you test it, Misa could end up in jail, so you gotta die too." So it's like Kira kind of used an outside force to help him win his battle with L, and I really didn't appreciate that because L was like the super rich guy. He had the smarts and shit, and Kira was like the guy who was also you know middle class, and pretty smart too. And then he had all these mythological and the females he played and all this other shit with him that was just um otherworldly. Like he literally like wrote the note, and then the Shinigami like vouched for him. And in the first episode, he was like, "Yo, whatever you do, that's you. That's on you. I'm just here being a spectator." And then it became, "Yeah, I'm a slide for you. I'm a ride for you." They was like, "Yo, is this a lie?" It was like, "No, no, no, no. It's completely true. I didn't just write this down. Yes, it's completely facts." And it was just like what? What are you saying? And then like the whole scene where L is like catering to Kira, he's like giving him a foot massage. I was like, okay, at that point, you've been beaten by this guy. You have possibly been beaten by this guy. So it's like you need to prepare something because Kira obviously has like he had the power to use like this mythological force the whole time. And he's been killing people with names this entire time. He's not going to nobody. He's killing with names. Like I just feel like from the jump off the first instance of me like realizing that it might be some other shit at play, I would have been like, okay, I definitely need to make a will because this motherfucker is fighting with some shit that I have never seen before. I need to prepare for that shit. And it's like the fact that they didn't give him a will, and it also made Nier kind of seem like the super genius because Nier literally, and I think it was like the first episode, the first or second episode of
Yeah.
Nier coming,
My man
like
was
he
like
cracked the
connecting
whole thing. He
dots
just
like
like, yeah,
light.
I was like, yo, that's poor writing. That's disrespectful to L because you're basically like, everything L did in these 13 episodes was nothing. It was worth nothing. This guy Nier, he could have solved it when he was a baby, but we had to wait till he grew, and and now he just solved. It was just like, what the fuck is this? And it was just like, I I I I, I feel like it would have been more respectful to L and smarter in L's character to be like, all right, I got this shit. I'm almost 100% that this right here is the dude we're looking for. But instead, it was just like, nope, here's a super genius, solve this whole shit. Boom. Wasn't fucking with it.
That's the way I felt
And
too. I feel like Nier just came in this bitch and he was like, slap, slap, answer. Like, that's the way it felt like when Nier came
my
in this
man,
bitch.
my man
No
has some
notes. He
bread.
didn't have no L notes or nothing. He was just like, he just connecting the dots like real easy. Like, my
Bro,
man L was over there like, but it could be this. But it could be this.
yo,
But it also
yo,
could be.
my
Nah,
man,
this man.
my
Go
man
ahead.
L my man L was literally like, all right, it's bread, it's turkey, it's cheese. It might be a sandwich, but it might not be a sandwich. And then my nigga was like, I got bread, turkey, sandwich. I was just like, what the fuck?
If you ever want a slew of near memes, people, this is what we got.
I was just so disrespected.
Nah, all disrespect. Let's go. All the disrespect.
You get where we're coming from now, Stick.
So here's what I'll say. I'll just respond, and then we'll probably agree to disagree. So
Okay.
yes, there's the second half of the anime poorly written or less. Is
Not written
it
as
not
well.
as good as the first half? Yes, it's not as good as the first half.
No.
However, let's take the characters into consideration. L seems to prepare for everything, right? He almost always has like a plan for something. He anticipates a move or two ahead. So what if L did purposely made sure that he didn't pick Nier and Mello? Because Nier has half of what L is, and Mello has half of what Nier is. Let's not forget, L is extreme too. L locked them boys up, locked Misa and Light up for at least a week.
He did.
He had them locked up in jail for a week, just surveillance. So he can go to the extreme. So that's half of Mello, that's half of Nier. So he probably knew that it was going to take Nier's incredible intelligence and Mello's extreme, dangerous like tactics to finally solve the case. I digress. Going back to the little, the feet washing thing. I feel like that's like a euphemism for like the Jesus, somebody watching Jesus' feet.
Jesus, was it Jesus and Judas?
I forgot who actually did it. Oh man, the religious people got killed.
Was it Lucifer?
But Jesus. But it does signify, yes, that L knew that it was probably about to be the end for him.
Yeah.
Remember, that's the same date that he died, so there was no time for him to make any type of move anyway.
Wait, hold on, real quick. It only takes like an hour to write you. Like,
but they go back inside and that's when it happens. Like right after that, they go inside and eat awesome or whatever. That's how it happens. But like you said, 2K, like it's L has his intelligence and that's pretty much it. L has all these different things on his side to be able to work against him. So really it's like L coming in with some nunchucks and homeboy got a bazooka. Who you think going? Homeboy, like Light has all the rules to the Death Note, so he knows how to manipulate things to get what he wants. It takes him a long time. Don't get me wrong; it takes him forever to do it, but he eventually gets what he wants. Now, as far as Nier, like just coming in and solving everything, I think we're all forgetting too that after L dies, there's a time skip. So it's not like he solved it like in like a month. It's like a year or two, like 5 years before he actually gets
sister was like old as fuck.
Yeah, so like he becomes like he's like really deep in the police now. Like he's like high ranking. So it's not like he solved it. He's like 1 month after, like, oh yeah, I solved it. It takes 5 years for him to actually get to that point.
That's
so
fair.
yeah. Don't get me wrong. Nier seems like he's like super smart. The fact that he was the one that took down like is kind of disappointing. Now, if it was like with the help of Nier, sure. I mean, L with the help of Nier, sure, maybe. But Nier being the one that actually solved the case can be disappointing depending on how much you actually love L.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not like he just came in, swooped in, like boom, 2 episodes. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
So, could L have handled things better? Probably. Like, hey, here's this little SD card, slap it across the wall. Why don't you take this off and and plug this in, and then you'll have all the information I have on this dude that I'm 99% sure is the guy. I just couldn't prove it. He could have done that, but you gotta extend the series, bro. And that is how you bring in something that didn't get recorded into the podcast. Thank you.
Yes.
Taught him well.
Okay.
We taught him well.
I hear what you say, and I actually received that, and I forget that there was a big time jump, and also, and that's why I think my final conclusion is that I attribute it more to the poor writing, because I feel like had they like emphasized that more, the time jump more, that time had passed, that it wouldn't have been such a shocker that like Nier was like bang 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 bang, and then also what's the other dude name? Not he was one of the other detectives. Shit.
Oh, you mean Masuda?
Yeah, he was starting to put stuff together.
Bruh, wait.
No, not the dumb one, but he played his part too, but no, the
other dude. I forgot what his name is.
Yeah, the one with the family.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I was actually hoping he was the one to like put the final nail, or like the oh, Light is Kira case. Like I was hoping he was like when I was watching it, I was like, yo, if they make him the one that's like, oh no, Light is Kira and I'm gonna take this man down, I'm gonna outsmart him. I was gonna be like, hey, but like, nah, they made it near. I think that's another two. I was like, my mind was wanted it to go one way, and then it went
Yeah.
the other way. But yeah, I receive what you say, and I'll back off a little bit on L. You know what I'm saying? And I, but they should have wrote that a little bit better, man. Just to like,
Sure.
you know.
Agreed.
Sure.
But
I do have a question.
but he
Sorry
still
about
should have
that.
wrote something.
Yeah.
What's up?
I do have a question. So in the scene that you like brought up, like with the guy, um, I don't know the guy's name with the family, but I'm gonna just say guy with
I'm
the
gonna go
family.
Google it real quick.
Yeah.
Definitely
So
with
the
the guy with the
question
family.
that I have for all of you is like, if you were faced with like the same entity where it was like a guy has the ability to like write these names and he can possibly see you and murder you too, would you like still like work and pursue the case of like solving this shit, or just go back home with your families?
Nisha,
Izawa. Sorry, I had to say that.
that's what his name was. Yep.
Izawa.
I don't know.
What you do?
Because for me, I definitely would try to pursue that shit just because it's like
That's what I'm leaning toward too. I feel like getting closer to having it resolved to where we can go back to our families regularly versus just giving up on it. Like it'll leave a lot of what ifs, and I'm like, I'm not a what if kind of person. I'm like, all right, if I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this to the end, so I can't see my family. So that's what I'm comfortable with.
Okay.
so
Mm,
it,
That's
And
what,
I
what
I
you
would
doing?
be I would be a man with a family. Like I gotta think of myself in that way.
so what?
You would be
Can you just be you with a family?
ah, Nick the man, you ain't know
Nah, I
like.
feel like it's different.
I mean, we know she's a man, but like, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm
Like, I feel like
saying. Like,
she can just be her with the family. I'm confused.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start a rap verse with that one day.
oh
Um,
my god, that is gold.
uh, but I don't know. I do feel like there's a difference between like, and I don't know. Maybe it's because I'm trying to think. I'm thinking in like Light's mom eyes. Like, what if she was the detective? You know,
mm,
in the
okay.
family. Like, would she want to keep pursuing the case, or would she want to like be like, nah, I'm gonna let Kira do his thing or whatever. Like if the roles were reversed, you know? And she still was doing like the motherly, you know, society role stuff as, a wife does,
Right.
but she was just a detective. Like, but she wanna protect
Mm.
her children and just, be like, look, Kira can do what they want to do. I'm just gonna raise my children so they can be great. Or would she be like, nah, fuck that nigga Kira, I'm gonna go fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know?
Gotcha.
So but if I was Aizawa, and I like Aizawa too, he's honorable mention favorite character. My man was solid throughout the whole thing. I like all the detectives, like the whole detective team. They was like, I want to play pool with them fools. Like they seem like a good time.
They
And
were the personality of the show in a way.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Me and
In a
Masada, we got a lot
way,
of
aside
common. You know what I'm
from
saying?
yeah.
Huh?
They were the regular people. That they were the most relatable because they were just regular dudes.
Yeah, for
Touche.
sure. I like them dudes. But hmm. I think I would have been cool. Honestly, I think I would have been cool with it. I would have turned a blind eye to it until this man started going after FBI agents. And then after that, I would have wanted to figure out who he was. Cause like I get it, like you didn't want people to catch you or whatever. But like you went overboard. Like you killed everybody on the list.
Overboard.
Like I would have tried with just
Overboard.
one to kind of scare people, You know what I'm saying? But then like my man, he went for the whole fleet. And then he did it some more. So like once you start killing people in like noble ranking positions where they're really just trying to do good, like I would have been like, if this man is him and L is right, I want this nigga to die. I want him gone. Cause what if he comes after me? Like, what if I'm just eating a jalapeno like a banh mi, right? And the jalapeno get caught in my cheeks, and I look at him with a squinty side eye, and this man's like, "Oh,
What the fuck? Wait a minute.
yo,"
God, I'm looking.
and man's like, "Oh, shorty is on to me," and then I died because I ate a hot pepper. Just it hit my cheek the wrong way.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I don't want to go out like that.
That's part of that bad writing you was on though.
Hey, it could have fit in the last few seasons, bro. Like it could have fit. Like Light was on that kind of shit. Like if you would have looked at Light the wrong way, you could have got offed. Like actually, he was on that before the bad writing started. So
I knew he was on that. Yeah, I knew he was on that when he was talking about, I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
Okay, JoJo's like,
No.
okay,
But
JoJo.
that's my favorite quote of the show.
really,
Easily. That's my favorite quote of the show. I'll take a potato chip and eat it.
Bro.
I was like, no shit. Like, what?
Bro. I hated that scene so much. It was so much intensity and him just eating a potato chip. It was just like, why is this scene so intense?
He crunched so hard in that damn lace.
JoJo's reference, I'm pretty convinced. Like, it had to be, because I'm
Oh,
like,
man.
it was so random. Like, it was
No, that jump was
random.
crazy.
I
Crazy.
forgot all about that till you just said.
How can you forget that scene? That scene is so out of place in what he's doing at the time. It's so out of place.
So out of place.
A lot of times when I have time to watch anime, it's at the end of the night when I'm nodding off. So it's like I probably easily miss a lot of stuff. So some stuff just don't stick sometimes.
That wasn't it. That wasn't it.
Yo, I'm so glad you brought up that scene because that is just like it's the pinnacle of drama. What is the word?
Dramatization.
Dramatization, and it's like it has no reason to be that serious. And my man, if you go back to that scene, he it is such a serious.
Mean crap.
Why is K so fed up right now?
My God,
Bro, the crunch with the pen swipe knocked it out the park.
Yo. And I had the little line going.
Yo, I was like, this man is insane.
Bro.
Quite
But-
literal indulgence. Like,
Okay, still in the same context of the conversation, but
Yeah.
like kind of off topic. Like I feel like we've all come across those kind of people who be mad intense about the simplest shit.
Oh, for sure.
hell yeah.
For sure.
And you just be looking like, dang, should I continue to be cool with you? Or, not.
You just rethinking all your life decisions. Like, I don't know, boy.
Eat
I
that
think-
peanut butter
I
and
think
jelly
they eat
sandwich.
their
Yes,
own.
I will.
Yeah.
Don't fucking know. Like,
I take this peanut butter and I shred it.
call me out. Like,
Don't come back.
That's how it be.
You gotta spread the jelly.
With the mean classical music behind it.
Damn it.
Yo, somebody need to do a skit like that. In real life.
We gonna start a TikTok.
no.
We're gonna start
I can see that. I can see that happening.
Ooh, a TikTok of just intense random moments for no reason. I'm gonna sit down in
Because
this chair.
everyone knows that theme music, like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm with the
Sorry,
shits.
thank you, Six. Thank you.
Don't make me laugh anymore, please.
All right. All right. Now, before we get into the most important part of just started watching anime, does anybody else have any significant points or questions that they want to bring up? Going once, going twice,
Oh,
and it's that. Okay.
Oh,
oh,
okay.
What's up?
uh, um, I was gonna say, did you guys like kind of notice, I guess, the the parallels like L and Sheriff, to, like Batman and Joker? You
Yep,
Oh
guys,
yeah, easily. Yeah.
easy. Because
You
they both
said
need each
between
other.
L and Light.
hmm?
Yeah,
That type of
very.
relationship, they complement each other.
Yep.
I think that's why I like
Because
this so
think
much
about
because
it.
I love Batman. That's my favorite. Like, and part of the reason you love Batman is because of Joker. You know.
Yep. The thing about those two is too, is, and if we're going back to just the first half and the second half, that first half, L versus Light, Batman versus Joker. Then we got to see what happens when, you know, Batman isn't around and someone else has to deal with Joker. And it's
Yeah.
not as compelling. It's not as, it didn't grab you as much as the first half. So that, yeah, that is definitely a good parallel to that.
Yes, I agree with that for sure.
Oh, we had to go back to what's called. Did you notice that Misa committed suicide at the end of the show?
Time out.
Wait, so it
Rewinding.
wasn't. Wait, was this in the manga or?
Yes, sir.
So if you look at the anime closing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Misa's on top of a building, looking down.
Yeah.
Now I don't know about y'all. I don't go on buildings at all, but I know people who probably would go on buildings and probably think about doing one of two things: taking pictures. She didn't have a camera, so the other one is clear she's jumping because she's lost the love of her life. She clearly has gotten the word that she's lost life, and that's all she was living for. If we really keep it in the book, that was her whole life. That's the dude who killed the people that killed her parents. She lost that. Now she has no one else in the world. She's on top of that building. What do you think she's doing? So it looks like she lived throughout the thing, but she probably didn't.
But we don't know
That's
either. Like the death
we
cards
don't know.
Nah,
may have like look like nigga you the shit because you killed two death gods and you still living. So
It's
we
K
finna make you a
logic.
death god. So
It's K
you
logic.
know we don't know. She could have became a death god.
Oh, nope, nobody.
She don't need to be doing that at all.
Nope.
At all.
Yeah, so we're looking for new Shinigami. What about me? No. Wait, no.
Back of the line to
Back at online there.
All right. Now that we've got most of the good stuff out the way, now we're at the best part where we rate the anime and we tell you wait, you can't see both fingers. We tell you
wow.
whether or not whether or not you should watch the anime because we're going to each give it, you know, stars and whatever. So so
Nice.
Kay, you're new to this. Nisho, you're new to the new way of doing this. Last time we did multiple ratings, but this time we're just doing one rating, and it's on a scale of 1 to 5 on should people watch it, right? So 5 is yes, they should watch it. Well, 5 stars is yes, they should watch it. 1 star is obviously, or 0 stars is no, don't watch that shit.
No.
So, so with that said, you know, you guys, you're gonna let me and the people know whether, well, I already watched it. You're gonna let the people know whether or not they should watch Death Note according to how much you rate them. So I feel like Nisho, you know, you've been up there a little quiet, you know, this episode. You know what I'm saying? So let the people know on a scale of 1 to 5, should they watch Death Note?
4 out of 5.
Four
4 out of 5, sir. I saw
Four
what he
out of
did
five.
there.
4 out of 5. Why you giving it a 4 out of 5?
Honestly, okay. So how the first half of season, the first half, like the 1 through 12, with up until Earl died, it was more palatable. You were able to follow the story. You were able to see everything. And then it could be the bad writing, attribution of character, whatever the case is. The second half is just long for no reason until you get the Light's death. So it's like, I'd say off the beginning alone, I would highly recommend Death Note. But as you go along, you're gonna find some shit you're not gonna like. The ending might be cool, but it's like that's the way I'm looking at it. So I'm like, that's why I said 4 out of 5. It's for that people who want that roller coaster type shit, trying to figure out for themselves.
Okay. 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 K stick, whoever wants to take the floor next.
Go ahead and go. I say like a 3.5. Um, it was a good anime, and I did appreciate like the art. But for me personally, like I like a lot of action. Like somebody got to get stabbed. Somebody like it's just me. I gotta see some shit
It
blown
wasn't
up.
enough action
Yeah,
for you, not enough
it,
people getting
it,
stabbed.
it really wasn't. It really wasn't.
Okay.
Wasn't no stabbing in this motherfucker.
It was just niggas
Wasn't
just
enough
dying from heart
swordplay.
attacks, and that wasn't enough for you.
Yeah,
It was just a lot of oh, and you wasn't feeling that.
I wasn't. I wasn't. And that's just me though. That's just what I prefer. I came up, first anime I watched was Dragon Ball Z, so it's like that's what I'm rocking with.
Okay,
But it
understand that.
was a good story. I like the story like overall. Of course the second season, the writing like died down. Yeah. But also it was just too many dramatic scenes that didn't need to be dramatic. I believe it was just like
Eating chips.
why? Yeah, eating chips. The whole thinking, like just when L Kira was in his head, it's like, hey, I wonder if she's figured me out. Huh, hope not. I will write her name. Yeah. And it's just like turning at the camera, looking at the eyes.
Ah,
I like
I
that
see
part.
shit.
I know, and a lot of people, you know, I've heard people's gripes, but this is just uh, 3.5.
I feel you. Stick.
All right, so I'm gonna give Death Note because I was thinking about what's in my top and I'm trying to figure out. I give things, small things like 5, so I'm giving this a 4.25 out of 5.
Okay.
And Kay kind of took what I was gonna say. For people who are looking for action, this may not be for you because it's not necessarily an action anime. This is more of a this is Tom and Jerry turned up to like 100, right? Because it's just cat chasing mouse, mouse reacting to that, and it's just back and forth for like the first half of the show. Stylistically, it's great. I like that. I like the little things they do where Light when he does like the monologues, he's red, and when Nier does his or Nier and L does his, it's blue. So it's clearly the contrast of the two. Um, like everyone says, the second half of the season is very divisive. I'm one of the people that it's not as memorable as the first, but I did enjoy the conclusion because I could appreciate the way they separated L into two different entities and made it still felt like L won in a way because that if we remember the last episode, the last thing that Light really sees is your boy from the afterlife or whatever. So and I think they wrapped it up good. I like the way they ended it. I like when Matsuda emptied the blicky and Light. You know what I'm saying? That was fun. Light's little monologue. Light's little monologue at the end was crazy when he went nuts and was laughing like a maniac. All that stuff was really good. I like Ryuk's ending line where I told you I'm gonna be the one. It's gonna be me that puts your name in the death note when it's all over. And he did. So everything kind of tied up nicely. So I did like that. But again, if it suffers from writing in the second half, and if you're really into action, like hey, if you're into like Dragon Ball Z, Naruto, stuff like that, it's not gonna necessarily be for you. But if you're into something like like detective crime stuff, it's definitely something to check out for sure. It's definitely a gateway anime, something that's easy to get into, even if you've never watched anime.
Okay. All right. Now it's time for my rating, Nicole.
Bum bum bum.
Uh, I- oh yeah, I like that. Yeah. All right. But I want to remind everyone that I just started watching anime, so I don't want anybody to throw any slippers at me for what I'm about to say. Um, and I give the anime a 5 out of 5 stars.
A what?
A 5 out of 5. I give it a
Look
5.
at you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you know,
Okay.
cause I
Like,
mean,
elaborate, please.
yeah, I think and I'm thinking about should people watch it, and I think you should. It's a really good show, and even though I dislike the last couple of episodes, could have been written better, and my mind, wanted it to go a different way. It's still a really good anime, and I think I give it a 5 out of 5 too, because I enjoy that crime type shit. That where there's a little bit of action, you might get a little bit of gore here and there, but not too much. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a Criminal Minds like binger. Like I'll watch like them kind of shows like Law and Order all the fucking time. So it works for me. If you like a story that actually connects and the characters themselves like are actual, like you feel connected to each character in a way, like you find something, you find a way to relate to each character, even the deaf god. My man's is just like out here chilling, having a good time, just like being a literal fly on the wall, a deaf god on the wall, a shinigami on the wall. And yeah, the storyline is just it's just good. It's just you get the you get to go through this whole like back and forth, and ooh, like you were saying with the cat and mouse thing, like you're kind of going with the cat and mouse thing in your head, because like you're like, on one hand he's not doing anything bad for real, but then you're like, man, my man's want to be god and kill FBI agents, like, you know what I'm saying, like, it's kind of that just going back and forth, that
That tug of war.
contrast. Yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, yes, the tug of war. So I think the anime was great, and I think everyone should watch it. If you're looking for a new form of entertainment, you know what I'm saying? And this is a big jump because the last one we watched, I was like, watch at your own risk. You know what I'm saying? But this one,
Yeah.
I'm saying it's really good. Uh it's binge worthy. It is. I didn't
Yeah.
binge it, but it is binge worthy. And whenever I did sit down to watch it, I often fell asleep on it. Not because it was boring, just because like I would be like watching 2 or 3 episodes, and then next thing you know, it was like 1 o'clock, and I'm like, all right, I gotta go sleep. But then I didn't get up for like turning it off, so I was just like, well, I'll just sleep. So y'all go watch that, Jane. It's good. I loved it. I'm gonna watch it again probably eventually. Um, it's another thing is if I saw that in a store in like a full set, I would pay the 20 beans for it. I would
You
to
said
have it.
20?
I don't know how much it costs. I don't. I'm just
It
saying,
ain't,
like
it ain't, it ain't gonna be 20, but I feel you.
it's gonna be like 40 or 50.
Yeah, I got it. Well, actually, I bought mine in two separate jumps, but yeah, but it's probably it's probably like 30, 40 now because it's
Yes.
probably in one set.
Right, true.
The point is that if I saw it, I wouldn't go looking for it. But if I saw it, I would buy it, and that means a lot for me
Okay.
because I'm not an impulse buyer. So
Right.
unless it's candy, but other than that, I'm not an impulse buyer. But if I saw it, I would get the shit. So, you know, y'all go watch Death Note, and also let us know in the comments if you're watching this video what you thought about Death Note and what you thought about what we had to say about Death Note. And with that said, uh that's pretty much it. Unless any of my friends here, sorry I keep messing with the mic, but like unless any of my friends here have anything else to say about Death Note or about themselves or about the world or anything like that. You know.
Who's picking the next anime?
Oh, it's Nisho's turn actually to pick the next one.
Oh, here we go.
Price.
Yeah.
Who gateway anime?
It ain't got to be a gateway anime. We like
It could
three,
be a
four
personal
episodes.
take, bro.
Yeah.
I've been seeing some shit, y'all. Like I've been seeing some shit, and I mean that literally and figuratively.
So I asked Nick last time too. Could we do like, like how like some shows have like different sagas and stuff.
Right. That's what
Like we might be able to start at like one and just keep going later. But whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I gotta figure out genres and whatnot of Nick's interests, so I can.
No, you don't
Good anime.
don't think about me. Just pick one that you want people to watch.
All right.
Yep.
Cause I already done sat through Space Dandy, and I don't know how much worse it could get.
Yo, Space Dandy is getting all the strays for no reason.
Like,
we've already killed it.
Y'all had smoke for like a whole 50 minutes. I was like, oh,
You know, I would still like if Space Dandy. I swear, if channel surfing was still a thing, and Space Dandy was on while I was channel surfing, I would totally watch it. Like, it's kind of like, no, I'm not gonna go there. But like, yeah, if it was on, I would totally watch it. But I'm just saying, it's not the best, baby. Sorry.
Hey.
Nice.
But by the time we film the next one, I'm pretty sure I have a good one for the people to watch. Just can't think right now because I got like 5 in my head right now. I'm trying to narrow it down.
Okay. So you could drop it in the group chat.
Of course.
Cool. All right. Well, with that said, I'm actually going to go ahead and plug this in at the beginning because I forgot to do it. Yada, yada, yada. So, me, Nicole Lerner, but when I'm doing this anime Cole shit, I am anime Cole like I just said. I said it twice and I'm going to say it again 3 times, anime Cole. So, look, I created a Discord, right? And these guys don't have it yet because I forgot to send it. But, like, I'm going to send it to them soon. And I'm creating a Discord, and it's called the biggest anime club ever. And I want everybody to join, not judge. I want everybody to join.
Well,
so we could talk about anime and all the other good things in the world and whatnot. So, like, if you would like to join the biggest anime club ever, let me know wherever you are watching this. And I'm going to send you the invite personally. I'm going to be like, hey, girl, or hey, Ming friend. And,
wow. Wow.
Wow.
Here's that revenue. Let's go.
I'm going to be like, hey, girl, what's up, my guy? Like, or what's up, homie? Come join the biggest anime club ever. And I'm going to send you the invite and you come join the Discord. And y'all might be tired of Discord. Some of y'all might not know who Discord is. I didn't know who Discord is. Shout out to K Franks who taught me what a Discord is. You know what I'm saying? Okay. But it's a really cool place. And I like it because it keeps me focused on the conversation. I'm not going to lie. Nice. And so, yeah, I'll go ahead and send you the invite. So if you want to join the biggest anime club ever and talk about animes, whether it's the one we're watching or just other animes or anime games and all that other kind of shit, you'll be able to do that there. And you'll be able to talk to all of us. And you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But, yeah, I'm going to put this in at the beginning and transition. Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate this a lot. You know what I'm saying? And internet
got the full crew for once.
You said what?
We got the full crew for once.
Yeah, we did. Everybody's here in attendance. I appreciate y'all for making time in your day. You know what I'm saying? For those of us with kids and without them.
Am I the only one with the kids though?
Yes.
So anybody want to tell us? Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I feel kind of attacked. I don't like that. I don't like that.
You know how I feel.
What's your responsible parent ass?
I did that because of the there's 2 people in this chat.
Oh, okay. Wow, that's crazy. I feel like Space Dandy getting straight, man.
Yep.
Damn, that's cool. I mean, it's all good.
Block up.
Yeah, it's all good. Whatever. Just know my son is almost as tall as both of y'all. So just let y'all know that
he is.
Yeah, he's 6, by the way.
You know,
Crazy.
you know. I'm not gonna talk about the child because the child is a child. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm
Yeah,
Okay.
saying?
yeah,
And you know, he seems like a wonderful child. You know, and he's polite, and you know, yeah. But let that man be rude more time. He gonna catch all these verbal feeds. I'm gonna come after him. I'm like, you little ninja turtle, liking, you know, yeah.
That'll show him.
I was gonna say, what the fuck was that?
Yeah,
I
that'll
can't
show him.
talk about kids. It's hard to talk about kids. You know, they don't deserve it, but they're
I
pain.
talk about kids at least once a day.
Oh, but you have one.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Different. I feel like I can't joan on kids too much. I don't have any, you know. So that's my joan. I have the privilege of not having one.
Advantageous.
Nobody wakes me up for food. Nobody asks me anything. And yeah. Everybody watching, I'm probably gonna end up cutting some of that up because
It's
it's
like, I was like,
craziness.
please.
But thank you everybody for watching this. If you made it all the way to the end, we appreciate it. Make sure you let me know whether or not you want to join the biggest anime club ever, and then make sure you subscribe, you like, you comment, and then you hit up the homies. I'm gonna put links to their stuff in the description wherever you see this. So thank you so much, everybody. Peace out.